أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله نستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Assalamu alaikum everybody. So today's khutbah is about something that we are all here to attain, but we may not have thought about it, how closely it relates to our religion, Islam. And this is something, my brothers and sisters, is knowledge. All of us are here to come to attain this knowledge at our high school, inshallah lead us to become better people. However, for many people, this knowledge may lead them to their downfall. They may become arrogant. They may start thinking that all this knowledge is coming to them from their own hard work. Remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that gave us our brain, the health, the financial and emotional stability, and every blessing we can think of. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us these blessings for us to be able to come to school today. But the unfortunate reality that many of us forget all about these blessings, and instead of using this knowledge to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we come to school and end up getting involved in many things that actually displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The first and most crucial obligation on us is to acquire knowledge, and secondly, to practice and spread this knowledge. Islam calls us to gain all types of knowledge that is beneficial for us and doesn't go against the teachings of Islam. The best knowledge before any other knowledge, without doubt, is the knowledge of our Creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our religion Islam. No one truly becomes a Muslim without knowing the meaning of Islam, because he becomes a Muslim not through birth, but through knowledge. Unless we come to know the basic and necessary teachings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how can we believe in him, have faith in him, and act according to what he taught? It is impossible for us to be good Muslims while we live in a state of ignorance. Our greatest danger lies in our ignorance of Islamic teachings, the Quran, and what has been taught to us by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Knowledge is pursued and practiced with modesty and humility and leads to beauty and dignity, freedom and justice. We are the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Iqra was the first word revealed to him. This tells us that being the best students at our school is part of our religion. Ask yourself, what are your intentions when you come to school? The knowledge you gain is sacred, and you should cherish the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you the honor to gain this knowledge. There's so much reward in attaining this knowledge if you do it for the right reason, and you respect the honor and honor the knowledge. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, when a man dies, all his deeds come to an end except for three: an ongoing charity, which is like sadaqah jariyah, like building a mosque, and like people praying it, you come to pray; beneficial knowledge, or a righteous offspring who will pray for him. Narrated by Muslim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes the way to Jannah easy for the one that gains knowledge for his sake. Think about it. When you come to school, if your intention is to having an amazing performance in school so you can serve your Creator, then you'll be rewarded tremendously for all the effort you put into school. Our religion teaches us respect to our elders, especially our teachers and scholars, because they carry the knowledge that leads to a betterment of mankind. If you as a Muslim youth were to follow this teaching of Islam and start giving full respect to your peers and teachers, imagine this impression you'll have on the people around you. It will help people appreciate the teachings of Islam. Remember, the main purpose of acquiring knowledge, whatever type of knowledge it may be, is to bring us closer to our God, Allah. Throughout the history, Muslims made glorious and marvelous achievements in almost every field of scientific knowledge, including astronomy, physics, chemistry, and so on. However, it was not simply for the mind or the senses. It was not knowledge for the sake of knowledge or worldly gain. The bigger goal should not just be worldly comfort, but mainly that you want to enter Jannah by using the knowledge that Allah has blessed you with, to come close to Him and benefit others with it. And Jannah is forever, whereas this life is just temporary. Today, because we have different intentions when we seek knowledge, we see that the glory of the Muslims is missing. People have knowledge of halal and haram, but they don't practice it. And just think about this for a second. If you lose your Muslim identity in the moment you come to school, how will this school help you get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your Creator, and toward your main goal, which should be Jannah? Our religion and us Muslims are special because of two things that we call to: belief in Allah and calling towards good and forbidding evil with knowledge. The knowledge you are gaining today can be a way for you to enter Jannah, but what counts is your attitude towards this knowledge, your concern for your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and your passion to spread the message of truth to those around you.